It's very important to have a team culture which allows flexibility. So the nurse should not be afraid of the doctor, for example, and the doctor should not be threatening the nurses for why you didn't carry out my order. If there is a reasonable explanation for that, just delaying the tests or postponing it to club it with other tests is quite acceptable. And accepting capillary gases instead of arterial samples, depending on the situation. If you get an abnormal lab result, think about the timing of the repeat, consider the entire clinical picture and repeat it if needed. So don't go knee-jerk just because the lab called that you need a repeat. You need to send the repeat immediately. Instruct the team not to routinely repeat x-rays just because the x-ray is not positioned very well. I mean, if you get all the meaningful information you need from that x-ray, you don't need to expose the baby to another radiation. It's not just the radiation exposure, it's also the plate that goes under the baby, how you clean it, the risk of infection from an external person handling the baby again, and so on. If the cannula is lost a dose or two before the planned, if all the parameters are normal, remember that the courses that we prescribe are arbitrary. There is no clear evidence that one dose less or one dose more is going to make a difference. So you can review the situation and decide accordingly. There is no medico-legal implication of these if you are documenting clearly that the baby is clearly safe. You have been monitoring the CRP, you have a repeat culture which is negative and so on, or the trend doesn't suggest a real infection, you're treating more for precaution.